Yeah, yeah. Down in the hollow where I grew up. Why'd you have to leave me like that? On back roads where we used to ride. Why'd you have to break me like that? Now I'm counting stacks, but I ain't got pride. Why'd you have to leave me like that? Remember when we used to park by Miller's Creek? Your daddy's truck, summer heat, on repeat. You said forever, but you left in a week. I put these English speed bags on my tip like these things on the soaps. We used to fish for a bad stats on lead coming things. Like spaces, I'm chilling, but space used to be like, hey, you top, but you waste no touching the heart, but not so you don't not takes it. Why'd you have to leave me like that? On them back roads where we used to ride. Why'd you have to break me like that? Now I'm counting stacks, but I ain't got pride. Why'd you have to leave me like that? Got a foreign whip, but I miss that old Chevy. Diamonds on my wrist, but my heart still ain't ready. Used to sipping sweet tea, now it's Henny. Made $1 million, but I traded for many nights we spent just talking about our plans. Now I'm moving different, got blood on my hands from the deals I made to forget about the past. But your memory cuts deep, yeah, it's built in the last. Yeah. Nah, 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 hey, hey, nah, 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 wait, wait, yo, 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 day, day, la, 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 stay, stay. Backwoods taught me how to hustle and grind, but they ain't teach me how to ease my mind when the one you love just leaves you behind for the bright city life she was hoping to find. Why'd you have to leave me like that? On back roads where we used to ride. Why'd you have to break me like that? Now I'm counting stacks, but I ain't got pride. Why'd you have to leave me like that? Yeah, yeah. Back road, still remember your name. I'm different now, but the hurt's the same. Yeah. Granddaddy Lane got sold last spring for some damn pipeline running through. Now they got blood money in the bank, but ain't nothing left that's true. Mama said don't talk to them boys from the company with their suits, but I see them counting dirty cash while poisoning our roots. Yeah, they smile and shake your hand, promise you the world and more, but when the devil comes collecting, he's knocking at your door. Can't wash the stains away. Somebody's gonna pay. Running through these veins, driving us insane. Sister's boyfriend took their deal, said he'd flip the family farm. Now he's paranoid and pacing with a pistol on his arm. Every neighbor's got a price tag, every friend might be a snitch. When you're swimming in blood money, you can't tell who's your bitch. Yeah, they smile and shake your hand, promise you the world and more, but when the devil comes collecting, he's knocking at your door. Can't wash the stains away. Somebody's gonna pay. Running through these veins, driving us insane.
Y me puedo quedar el mismo solo para esos cabrones en alma. El dinero sucio no trae paz, solo lágrimas de karma. Fuck this blood money. The creek runs black as oil, and the cattle won't drink deep. Kids got sickness in their lungs, but we pretend we're still asleep. I'm talking to my enemies through bulletproof glass doors, asking how they sleep at night with all this blood on yours. Can't wash the stains away, and that's where you'll stay. Running through these veins, nothing left but pain.
Yeah, back roads got me twisted up. Family ties run deeper, money runs deeper. Gravel kicking under my boots tonight. Cousin called, said he got the pipeline sight. Dollar signs dancing in his bloodshot eyes. But I've been hearing whispers, I've been hearing lies. Used to fish these creeks when we was kids. Now you talking about some corporate biz. Just sign the paper, we gon' be rich. Something about it got me feeling sick. You can't trust blood when the money's calling. You can't trust blood when the money's calling. You sold your soul for a check that bounce. You sold your soul for a check that bounce. Now the land is poison, the water's brown. You sold your soul for a check that bounce. Mama's land been in the family since way back. Great granddaddy built this place from scratch. Now you want me signing on the dotted line. But seen what happens when you cross that line. Neighbor sold out, moved to the city, left behind a mess that ain't so pretty. Black smoke rising from the valley floor. This ain't what we was put here for. You can't trust blood when the money's calling. Can't trust blood when the money's calling. You sold your soul for a check that bounced. You sold your soul for a check that bounced. Now the land is poison, the wall is brown. You sold your soul for a check that bounced. Kin against kin, money over everything. But I ain't signing, nah, I ain't signing. Keep your dirty money, keep your dirty money. 20 years from now when your kids can't breathe, 20 years from now when there ain't no trees, you gon' remember what I said today. Some things ain't worth selling away. You sold your soul for a check that bounce. You sold your soul for a check that bounce. Now the land is poison, the water's brown. You sold your soul for a check that bounce. Blood don't mean nothing when the earth is dying. Blood don't mean nothing when the earth is dying. "16 years old on that gravel path. Didn't know much about the coming wrath. Mama's voice echoing through the pine, telling me to walk these county lines. If I could tell that, oh, what I know now about the weight that comes when you break your vow. Keep your head up when the world gets rough. Sometimes being young just ain't enough. Daddy, these lessons in the summer heat about honor and standing on your feet. Never thought those words would ring so true when the choices came and cut right through. If I could tell that, oh, what I know now about the weight that comes when you break your vow. Keep your head up when the world gets rough. Sometimes being young just ain't enough. 20 years gone by like gone leaves. Still hear whispers in the evening breeze. That young man's ghost walks these same old roads, carrying dreams and heavy loads. If I could tell that, oh, what I know now about the weight that comes when you break your vow. Keep your head up when the world gets rough. Sometimes being young just ain't enough. 16 years old on that gravel path, learning about the aftermath. Gravel kicking up behind my wheels, dust cloud rising in the summer heat. I'm driving these same roads since I was small. Now they feel like chains around my feet. Mama's porch light burning every night, but I can't seem to make myself go home. Got this fire burning in my chest, and I'm tired of being left alone. I'm done with all the same old talk, done with playing by their rules. Been keeping quiet way too long, now I'm nobody's fool. These back roads know my angel will, they've heard me curse and shout. I'm ready for a different life, I'm ready to get out. Sunday morning bells keep ringing loud, but I ain't been to church in quite some time. Preacher man would say I lost my way, but I think I'm finally finding my work boots heavy on the bedroom floor. Same job that my daddy did before, but there's something bigger calling me past these fields and through that open door. I'm done with all the same old talk, done with playing by their rules. Been keeping quiet way too long, now I'm nobody's fool. These back roads know my anger well, they've heard me curse and shout. I'm ready for a different life, I'm ready to get out. Every sunset looks the same to me, every sunrise feels like yesterday, but I can feel the change coming now, like a storm that's heading my way. Got my bags packed by the bedroom door, tank is full and I ain't looking back. This small town's gonna have to learn how to fill the space I'm gonna lack. Tell my friends I said goodbye, tell my family I'll be fine. These back roads raised me strong, and now it's time to cross that line. I'm done with all the same old talk, don't play it by their rules. Been keeping quiet way too long, now I'm nobody's fool. These black roads know my anger well, they've heard me curse and shout. I'm ready for a different life, I'm ready to get out. Yeah, I'm ready to get out. Yeah, I'm ready to get out. Back home again. Back home again. Back home again. Back roads where I came from. Dirt past paper pain where I came from. Broke boys become bosses, that's the way up. Same street, same heat, but my pay up. Cold cash, cold pass, but my heart warm. You was there through the storm, through the heart torn. Real recognize real, that's the art form. Back then, back when we was dirt poor. Back home where my people at. Back home where my people at. Country boys with the city swagger. Back home where my people at. Back home where my people at. Back home where my people at. Mud on my boots, but my chains clean. Back home where my people at. Backwoods, raised me right though. Same crew, same view, but my side grown. Fast money, fast cars, but my roots strong. Cornfields to concrete, been a long road. Loyalty over royalty, that's the code though. Blood brothers, blood money, that's the way we roll. Came up from the come up, watch the way we glow. Still the same kid from the same zip code. Remember when we had nothing. Now we got something. But I ain't forgetting where I came from. Back home. Back home, where my people at. Back home, where my people at. Back home 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 where my people at. Country boys with the city swagger. Back home where my people at. Back home where my people at. Back home where my people at. Mud on my boots, but my chains clean. Back home where my people at. Back home again. Back home again. Yeah. Where my people at? Got that dirt road dust on my boots. Sunday service, grandma's roots. Been blessed since I could barely walk. Family gatherings from porch talk. Old pine trees know my name. Through the holler, nothing's changed. Can't nobody take this feeling, no way. Born and raised where the good Lord stays. Back roads blessing, count it up. See the sipping, filling my cup. Every sunrise got me grateful. Country living so damn faithful. Back roads blessings my way. Wouldn't trade it for nothing, no day. Fishing hole still running clear. Mama's voice still ringing here. Church bells every Sunday morning. Life simple, never boring. Neighbors help when times get tight. Stars still shining every night. Can't nobody take this feeling, no way. count it up. Sweet sipping, filling my cup. Every sunrise got me grateful. Country living so damn faithful. Back roads blessing, last mile. Wouldn't trade it for nothing, no day. I get my thing. Country heart never changes. Back roads blessing. Here I stay. It's late July, sun biting down on me. Boots and briar, sweat stings, pushing where I shouldn't be. Something wild in the brush, old Chevy at the bend. Ought to call it what it is, but I'm looking for a friend. Found myself checking rusty traps, hoping he'd appear. Last season he'd laugh and say, man, you can smell him near. Now the line's gone quiet, sky turns that copper shade. Every mile's a memory, every echo's just a name. You know the bait don't always bring what you're expecting. Sometimes fate just leaves you empty-handed, wrecking. We used to walk these lines like we owned every acre. Now I'm alone, just hoping I'll see a sign later. I'm looking for a shadow, a footstep in the dew, calling out for someone only I ever knew. It used to be easy, split the hall talk till dark. He swapped tales, bend the truth just to make me hark. But time runs tricky, tangled like twine of snares. I started seeing double, questioning what ain't there. Wind picks up, carries yester down the lane. His voice in my head, clear as thunder after rain. I sidestep the snare, slip, stumble, laugh myself. Then memory trips me worse than anything else. Southern hills they remember even when folks drift. Names carved in bargain hearts, best not to sit for every footprint faded. A new day finds a track. There's comfort in the chase where you always circle back. You know the bait don't always bring what you're expecting. Sometimes fate just leaves you empty-handed, wrecking. We used to walk these lines like we owned every acre. Now I'm alone, just hoping I'll see a sign later. Walk through the woods, a line home slow again, whistling for my buddy, waiting till next season. Maybe the right call, maybe another chance to turn the southern trap line. I'll remember him with every view. You said you'd meet me at the creek, mud on boots, sweat drip heat. Sun's out, shirt off, beer in hand. Whistle at me like you don't give a damn. Four-wheeler parked in tall grass. Long day, long face, let the time pass. You eyes cut, you laugh. I know you think you're bad. I'm just messing up, my hands getting dirty. Talk too much, but I know you hurt me. You don't wanna come finally, but you beg, never let it be. Again, 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 always the same. Again, again, you love to complain. Again, again, slam that door. Feet on the floor, spit in the Grass stains, my shirt still hurt. You wild, I know you came. Cussing my name, driving me insane. Throw my hat down, slap my knee. Keep calling me out, won't let me be. Your temper sharp as barbed wire, tongue cut deep. All we do is start shit, never do. I'm just messing up, my hands getting dirty. Talk too much, but I know you heard me. You don't wanna come finally, but you beg, never let it be. Again, always the same. Again, you love to complain. Again, slam that door. Kicking gravel, boots pound ground. If you heal, I stick around. But we don't change, not now, not ever. Always stuck in stupid fuss. Messing up, my hands getting dirty. Talk too much, but I know you heard me. You don't wanna come finally, but you beg, never let it be. Again, always the same. Again, you love to complain. Again, slam that door. Feet on the floor, spit in the dirt. Crawling through the backwoods, muddy boots and weathered hands, checking every snare I set across this cursed land. Granddaddy taught me right how to read the forest signs, but damn, these empty catches fucking with my peace of mind. Listen close, I'm telling you, this life ain't what it seems when you're walking these same paths, chasing broke down dreams. Follow these lines through the brambles and the pines. Follow these lines where the Mississippi winds. Follow these lines till your soul and spirit align. Follow these lines every goddamn time. Sunrise finds me tripping over roots and fallen trees. Sweat dripping down my collar, stinging like a nest of bees. You think you got it figured, but the woods will humble you. When the animals are smart, you leave you feeling like a fool. Shit gets real when hunger hits and bills are stacking high, but I keep walking forward, never gonna say goodbye. Follow these lines through the brambles and the pines. Follow these lines where the Mississippi winds. Follow these lines till your soul and spirit align. Follow these lines every goddamn time. Check the wire, reset the spring. Wonder what tomorrow's gonna bring. Callous fingers, aching spine. Mama said, boy, you'll be just. Now you listen to my story, how I learned to persevere. When the force tried to break me, tried to magnify my fear. Every footstep that I'm taking, every mile that I have walked, led me to this moment where my ancestors have taught. Through the thunder and the lightning, through the seasons and the rain, I'll keep following these pathways even through the fucking pain. Follow these lines through the brambles and the pines. Follow these lines where the Mississippi winds. Follow these